Previously on Lorecasters.
Our party found their way into the Undercity, and they had met a goblin named Nilbog. Inside of Nilbog's emporium, Taytalion unwittingly touched the grimoire of Elder Sight the Nocturnal, an ancient black dragon mage from time long past. Thankfully, nothing too terrible happened, and the party met an old friend, Bimble. Bimble was rescued by the party and convinced Taytalion to become her familiar. Technically, they became each other's familiar, but we all know who's in charge. And on the way out, Cordys felt something strange as he stepped over the caged moonbeam at the entrance to the Emporium. Out in the street, the party was beset upon by darklings hunting down Bimble, and it seemed they also had an interest in Cordys as well. After defeating the darklings and not learning too much from them since they exploded, the party followed Bimble to Balin's hideout, where they met with a minotaur that led them deeper inside the crime boss's lair. Behind a very narcissistic portrait of the white goblin slaying a troll by himself sat a hidden throne room. That is where we catch up with our party now, in front of Balin the White.
And I would like to just point out, the unwittingly part was a little rude. It was slight. There was a little bit of wit. There was a trace amount of wit. Thank you very much.
A tiny bit of wit.
Would not call Taytalion witty.
He's
smart.
He's wit adjacent. He has his moments.
Sure, but wit.
It was
a stretch.
It was a really cool book.
It was a book, and Taytalion likes books.
He had just become part of the Order of the Scribes. Like, books are his whole thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look with your eyes, Taytalion.
Yeah, literacy and witeracy are two different things.
Okay, I would like to point out, yes, I look with my eyes, I touch with my goddamn hands.
Yeah, so you could have just looked with your eyeballs.
That situation turned out fine. We learned about a really cool thing we have to go back and steal someday.
Well. Little Ghostwood and friends. What can I do for you?
Really quick.
Yeah.
Pause.
We're down here asking him if he's seen the Tickle Monster.
Yes.
Correct?
So Lupita thinks that Balin might know where the Tickle Monster is going, if not where he is right now. And from dealing with the Darklings and talking to Bimble, there's definitely a big interest in the Fey in the Undercity here. And Bimble was sold to Nilbog by Balin and his people. So
cool.
Balin definitely has an interest in the Fey stuff that's going on. There's a good chance he might have information.
Cool.
And we got to save Taytalion's boys, too.
Oh, true.
Because they're flogs.
They're floggies.
Yeah, but I don't know if this guy's going to be able to do it.
Right,
No,
but
probably not.
the Tickle Monster.
He's a crazy goblin.
If anything, I should be able to talk to Bimble about my boys. Why did I not think of that? All right, problems for later. Sorry, go on, Felix.
So I'm going to look at Balin. Just looking for some information, really. I was told you could have some.
Oh, I have plenty of information.
You look smart.
Thanks. What do you want to know?
Do you believe in bipedal unicorns?
The fuck are you talking about, little Ghostwood?
Like a centaur, but without the back half of the horse, but as a unicorn. Bipedal.
Oh,
Cloven
you're looking
hoof.
for him.
Yeah.
Troublemaker.
Me or him?
It's not his name.
Oh, and what's his name?
It's Troublemaker. His name is Troublemaker.
I kicked Holly.
It's Troublemaker.
His name's Troublemaker.
I
There's definitely a T and an M.
I look at Balin and I'm just like, please ignore my witless friend.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Oh no, Tally totally accepts that one. It's just hands and
So
face in his hands.
this half centaur unicorn that you're looking for.
I mean, you understood what I said.
Yeah. It's the one who let all the Fey out around here.
Down here too?
There was some down here. We got most of them from the surface. Why you want to find him?
Kinda hoping to send him back.
Heroes, then?
I mean, that's what you want to call us.
Yeah, I eat heroes for breakfast.
Okay.
Information's not free.
Oh, I didn't think it would be.
Good, so you brought something for me then.
I look over to Prue.
What do I have in my pockets?
What's wrong in my pockets?
I'm going to reach into my pockets and see what I got.
Well, you have everything in your inventory.
No, I was like hoping for like a trinket or something from home that I forgot. Like, oh, I forgot I put it in that. Like when you find like a 20.
Grandpapa's cheese knife.
I'm not
Grandpapa's cheese knife.
No, I'm not giving that away. It was Grandpapa's cheese knife.
Yeah, give me an investigation check on your own pockets.
My own pockets.
Is Prue get advantage on that?
They are mine. 14.
I would say, since they're your own pockets, I'll give you advantage.
Roll better.
18.
18. You do pull out a brooch.
Ooh,
This brooch
like a cameo?
appears to be silver, embedded with a large ruby.
Hell yeah.
Inside of the ruby seems to be a small speck of light darting around, bouncing off the facets. Belonged to your mother.
Prue would be one of the people to just completely forget they had this in their pockets.
I say belonged to your mother, not in the past tense that your mother is dead, but in the past tense that you have stolen it from her and it now belongs to you.
Yeah, her closet is my closet. It's like the rules of possession. What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine. Whatever I may want in the future, also mine.
That's on track for Prue.
The rogue's code.
Yeah, exactly. I want to keep this. No, all
What's
right.
that you got there?
Would this suffice? It's it actually means quite a deal to me. It belonged to my mother, but this is important as well. She does not care.
Wait, hold on. If we're just offering up stuff, what are you offering?
Information.
Yeah, but-
Information.
What kind of information?
Tully.
What?
He's never done one of these before. I'm so sorry.
Didn't your friend ask me to ignore you?
Well, okay,
That would be easier if you kept your mouth shut.
that did happen recently, yes.
I'm offering information on the person you're looking for and how to find him.
No, I'm ignoring you now.
I'm gonna take Tully's hand in mine and just like squeeze like his pointer and his middle finger, just like reassuringly, like I support you, but also like a little bend in the finger, like shut up. But also, I'm supporting you. Like it's fine. We're gonna be okay.
Balin pulls an iron flask from his hip and grabs the top of it. As he uncorks it, a crimson smoke floods out, and a spectator appears in the room.
Great.
A minor beholder, large, with 4 eye stalks and 1 massive central eye. Thasala, take a look at that gem for me. Tell me what it's worth.
I reach out my hand, flat palmed like I'm feeding a horse.
And the spectator floats up to you, stares at you right in the face with its main eye, while its eye stalks all curve to look at the brooch from different angles.
Dearest gentle listeners, Julia just shivered a little.
It's magic, boss. Not sure what it does yet.
But there's something inside. A little piece of magic.
Thank you, Thasala.
Wow, I really want to keep it now.
And Thasala floats back into the corner of the room near Balin's throne. Balin swings his leg over the arm, so now he's actually sitting upright in his throne and leans forward.
Magic brooch from Thorngage Manor.
How did you know my name?
Look at you.
I look at myself. Yes?
You're not exactly alive.
What?
The brooch.
She like shakes her head and
I'll take it.
shakes her head, puts on a smiling face and plops it into his, walks up, plops into his hand.
As you walk up to Balin, you notice something. As he leans forward out of the shadows, his right eye is entirely yellow. And it doesn't seem to have a pupil in it. But you sense that perhaps he can see something about you that isn't obvious to other people just looking at you. This is something that other people still sense, hence why the townsfolk give you a wide berth when you walk to the market.
I thought they were just rude.
Balin closes his hand around the brooch.
Yeah, there's a bit of power here.
Sets it next to him on the arm of the throne.
Quick question. Do we all see the yellowness in the eye, or?
Yeah, as he kind of sits up straight and leans forward, there's more light here, and you can kind of see that.
Can I roll to see if anything about that jumps out to me? Like,
Sure,
if
give
it's-
me an Arcana check.
If he's just jaundiced because he drinks too much, or if it's something else, maybe. 14 for Arcana.
It's hard to tell, but it does not look like it's any kind of natural phenomenon. Like the yellow is too like complete and smooth. It almost looks like it might be a polished stone or something in his eye socket, but you're not sure exactly what it would do.
Okay.
So, you've purchased the information now. The troublemaker.
Looks at Taytalion.
Yes.
That's his name, right? The troublemaker.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were just calling me the troublemaker, which is kind of the view or the looks I've been getting from them. Yeah, the troublemaker. That's his name.
Good. The troublemaker is looking for thin patches between here and the Feywild. There are places where Valen-Kar is especially close to other planes. Some of those are the Feywild, some of them are something else. Like here in the Undercity, it's a portal to the Shadowfell. If you know where to look. Well, Troublemaker is looking for places to make portals to the Feywild. So he left Karstead. I haven't had anyone follow him out from the city, but he's heading northeast towards Carandosh. Probably making his way to Lunafell, if I were to hazard a guess. But I'm sure he'll make a stop in Carandosh's little metropolis, Dothtar, their biggest city. I have contacts there. They're set to let me know if any Fey arrive. Anything else?
I just put my hand up.
Yes, Witless Wizard.
Taytalion's not looking at
That's a
Balin.
good tavern name, the Witless Wizard.
Taytalion looks at you guys and just goes, "Can I ask a question? Just a quick question, I promise.
Yes, Taytalion.
Why were you capturing the little fake creatures that were up there?"
Well, some of them are useful. Some of them I just get money for.
Oh, so you were selling them.
Yeah. Or things from them. Those boggles make oil.
Yeah, I remember that.
Free oil.
What do you mean? Are you like pressing them? Do you have a boggle press?
Extra virgin boggle oil.
No, not pressing them, per se.
Oh my.
That doesn't make it better.
You just put them in a stressful situation, they start making oil, throwing it at you,
Oh.
and it all drains down into basins, and we package it up.
What, you put them on a treadmill attached to EKG leads?
No, I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, fair enough.
What of the Darklings in the city?
Yeah, they've been a problem.
We ran into one down here. Tried to jump out from an alley at us.
No one followed you here, did they?
No,
All right.
we're professionals.
The Darklings seem to be moving in the wake of the troublemaker. But I don't know if they work for him directly. All I know is they've been getting in the way of business. Few people down here have ended up dead. Few people on the surface, too.
By the Darklings?
It would seem that way, but we're not sure what they're looking for. The people they're killing have been in close contact with the Fey.
Well, would you be willing to commission an expedition to check out the whereabouts of this troublemaker?
You asking if I'm gonna hire you?
Sure, you said you haven't had the time to send a contact out yet. We're here.
You wanna work for me?
I look around to everybody else.
I go a little wide-eyed, but for small nod.
I
Maybe,
mean, we're going to go find him anyway. Might as well get paid to do it.
maybe we can work together.
Independent
I don't
contractor.
do partners.
There's a first time for everything.
Look, I gave you the information to find him. If you want to work with me on this, you work for me. And I want him alive. Here.
What would you do with him?
That's none of your business, is it?
It's going to put him in the press.
So, if you're looking to send him back or kill him, then I'm not your man.
As soon as he says that, I'm like, he's not my guy.
Yeah, we've got our own questions for him. You can have him after.
What's
Oh.
left of him?
You know, if you do kill him, I guess I'll take the horn.
I do believe Garrel has first dibs on the horn. It did stab him quite thoroughly.
Yeah.
I
Well,
look at,
it's impressive that you stand before me now, then, Geralt.
Sure. It's quite the gorgeous horn.
That one?
Can I just do a real quick insight check on this guy? Is he actually
Yeah, absolutely.
like this freak? Like, what are the vibes? Is he like putting on a show? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I think he's fucking crazy. Mad.
16 insight.
It definitely seems like he's enjoying like making you guys uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But also, even if he's not being 100% honest about what he has done or is doing with Faye or what he wants them for, he's crazy.
Yes.
This guy's nuts.
Yes.
He's doing weird shit just to get power, and he enjoys making you uncomfortable.
Okay.
And he relishes the opportunity to make you work for him.
I'm going to just kind of shush everyone down. I'm going to look at him. I think that's all we need from him right now. Thank you very much for seeing us.
You're welcome. You know, there's one more thing I could offer you.
Which is?
I've gained some magical items since this incursion started a couple of days ago, and I could share them with you for a price.
Why would you do that?
Well, you seem like people that might be interested in items that are of the Feywild or make it easier to find Fey. So you'll probably pay a premium for them.
What you got?
Yeah, I mean, we can at least look, right?
Looking with our eyes, Taytalion, not with our hands.
I know. I heard the conversation.
Thasala.
When you say that, I look to Felix.
Oh, Felix is stone-faced and serious. He's not.
It's not joking. Right?
I'm not joking around. I'm taking nothing from this guy.
He knows where you live.
Yeah, not only that, I know these kind of people.
Thasala. Show them what we've got. The spectator floats forward and opens his mouth, and his tongue rolls out. And 3 items lay across his tongue.
It's highly unsanitary.
There's a ring with a small pink bubble almost that shines where a gem would sit. There is a golden pocket watch. And there's a small wooden box carved with the image of a dragon with butterfly wings. It jiggles slightly back and forth on Thasala's tongue.
Jiggle it a little open.
Damn it, you got there before I did.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to look. Pink's not my color, but it is yours, Felix.
Do you know what they do?
I do.
Go on.
The ring. It creates a bubble shield. Protects the wielder from outside spells. But spells can't get out of it either.
But could the color change, perhaps?
I don't know.
Okay, is it
That's
like a
one of the
mood?
reasons I'm selling it, to be honest.
Right?
Pink doesn't work well with my complexion.
Me either. I'm just simply not a spring. How many times do I have to say this?
We're very pale.
We're very pale.
The pocket watch. Time moves differently in the Feywild. This watch will speed up when you're near a creature or a thin spot that leads to the Feywild. When you're in the Feywild, it stops altogether. In that box, there's a fairy dragon in it. But he's a little shit, and I don't want him anymore.
Well, that is our type.
Can I just telepathically ask Bimble a question and say, hey, Bimble, does any of this look familiar to you at all?
No.
Okay.
But that ring looks pretty cool. And we were talking about making like a bubble beam spell. Maybe that could like help us learn how to do that. I don't know.
All right. Well, that's some information to keep in the back pocket there. Thanks,
Yeah.
Bimble.
Oh, fairy dragons are rude too. Just so you know.
All my interactions with the Fae so far have been nice and pleasant. So thank
Of
you for
course,
the
you've
warning.
interacted with me.
Thanks, Bimble.
You're welcome, familiar.
I just see like a bead of sweat break out on Taytalion's forehead. So, how much would you want for this fine assortment?
Well, I could ask for gold, or you could offer me something else.
How much gold would you ask for if you could ask for gold? How much gold would a Balin take if a Balin could take gold?
For this assortment, we'll call it 300
Gold?
gold.
Heavens. How much is a platinum?
A platinum is 10 gold,
Not 100?
Well, listen,
You sure?
not 100.
guys, I think the ring is kind of fun and all, but I think really the watch would be prudent for finding the troublemaker.
Prudent?
Yes, nailed it. Got it. And then also, I mean, the dragon could be just kind of fun. Plus, Felix's eyes jumped open pretty wild.
Danny's eyes did. Felix, his face hasn't changed.
Aw.
This is the most serious you guys have seen Felix. He's trying to show no emotion to this guy.
But I think the watch at least would be helpful.
I'll telepathically communicate to Calliope, like in her kind of pocket dimension where she's snapped away to. What do you feel about the Fey Dragons? Does she give me like any impulse or any like fear, any like anything?
Less fear and more like, I want to eat it.
Is so cute.
She can have a little Fey Dragon as a snack.
Is a treat.
Expensive treat.
I want... Right. Well, what else do I have in my pocket?
No, that trick's only going to work once.
Wait.
Okay, what do I have?
It's a twist!
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my plot point to have 300 gold on me to get all 3 of these.
That's a hell of a plot point.
Do it.
My mother sent me down here prepared. I didn't tell you guys anything about it for this exact reason. You guys shouldn't know what I have to play with.
What a twist!
What a twist.
I will erase my plot point.
The plot point turns into 300 gold pieces in your pocket in a little pouch with a Ghostwood Apothecary logo embroidered upon it.
What is that logo, by the way?
I think it's just like a simple like branch, maybe. And there's like, ooh, no, what are those? Like, they're ghost bell flowers? Is that what they're called?
Pitcher flowers, bluebells. Bluebells?
Yeah, the ones that like kind of hang a little bit and they're really cute and pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that in a circle.
Oh, bleeding hearts. I'll show you what a bleeding heart looks like.
Sure. But whatever it is, I have it.
Yeah.
And then using my mage hand, I'm just going to send it over to him.
Bleeding
And
heart.
I look at him. Ooh, that's exactly what it is. Bleeding hearts in a circle. I look at him. I hope we can continue to have a good relationship between Ghostwood and you.
You know I like you, little Ghostwood.
I have that effect on people.
They come in black.
You can take the objects from Thasala.
Will do. And I'm going to just use mage hand once again to bring them to me.
You see as you pick up the objects one by one, as you reach for the last one, Thasala snaps at the mage hand.
Kidding.
And lets you take the last one.
I take it.
Thasala.
Balin holds out the pouch of gold. Thasala wraps his tongue around it, pulls it into his mouth. When he opens his mouth again, the pouch is gone.
Yeah, it's 300, boss. Good. Pleasure doing business.
That's really impressive. I can barely tie a cherry stem in my mouth.
I look at him. I give him just like a little salute. And I was like, all right, be seeing ya. And I'm just going to walk out. I do not turn my back to him.
Well,
I walk backwards.
I bow slightly sarcastically.
A little two finger salute from my eyebrow.
What's your cool walk away?
Taytalion's confused as shit and
I
just,
just grab
follows
your hand,
and just
come on.
walks backwards. Not even looking at him, just looking at the three of you like, what are you doing?
goodbye.
Ta-ta!
Okay.
Does that plot point come with a complication or a twist?
No, I will say that was not. That wasn't enough to change the plot in a way to activate the plot thickens. So you're able to just kind of get that gold at spending the plot point. Cool. But if you're in a more dire situation, say like he had locked the door down and was going to make you fight that spectator, and you were like, ooh, actually, I'm going to use my plot point to like make it so there's a secret tunnel behind his throne that I know about, then that would probably incur a complication.
Cool. Love it.
But I'll say it's that 300 gold. It's a hefty sum of gold, but plot points are few and far between. So
Cool.
you get off
Rainy day
scot-free,
fund from
Felix.
Ghostwood. Yep.
Plot point. I have 10,000 gold.
No,
Nuts.
it's a little too much there.
Yeah, I burn a plot point. I have a little map in my pocket that just always knows where the tickle monster is.
Plot point. Cordys had a better childhood.
We could just use a modify memory for that.
Yeah. There we go.
Really quickly, could
Yeah.
you tell me the places that they think he's going to again?
Yeah, so he's heading northeast from Karstead. So he's heading into Carandosh. The
Can you
biggest
spell that for me?
Yeah, it's Karendosh.
Okie dokie.
And Carandosh is a fiefdom of Karstead. And the biggest city there is called Dothtar. That's Dothtar. And Dothtar is the biggest city in Carandosh. So Balin thinks that the tickle monster may be stopping there on the way to Lunafell. He believes that the closest thin spot outside of the Sealy undergrowth would be in Lunafell, which is the woods where the Moon Elves live. And that is beyond Carandosh, farther to the east.
And you said Lunafell is closest to the forest where the Moon Elves live? Or
Lunafell is in the forest where the Moon Elves live. It's usually called the Lunafell Woods, and the city of the Moon Elves is called Lunafell as well.
And would Lunafell have ties to the Feywild?
Yes. So the Moon Elves do have ties to the Feywild, and they are thought to be descendants of the Eladrin. They also worship the moon.
God, I'm having so many flashbacks with these names coming through.
All right. Are we walking past the Minotaur as we leave?
Yes.
Why do you ask?
You are. He's
just-
he's actually standing just about 20 feet down the hall, waiting for you guys to leave the throne room. And he's leaning against the hall. He's since stomped out his cigar on the floor, and one of his hooves is up against the stone as he's leaning.
I'm basically picturing the cavalrine, and I don't need you to tell me if that's right or not, because that is what I'm picturing. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and just be like,
He's a minotaur, not a human.
yeah, okay, whatever.
It wasn't working for me until you said the cavalry, and now I'm like, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the cigar.
Thank you. I'm gonna walk up to him, like, tuck some hair behind my ear, and be like, "So, my name's Prue. What's your name?"
Adonis.
Oh yeah,
Of course it is.
Woo, hold on, I gotta find my pen. Write that down. No, really, where's my pen? All right, whatever.
No, really, where's my
No, but seriously, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm gonna stick out my hand to shake his. How much taller is he?
Oh my God, you're a freak.
He's probably like 6'10", like just shy of 7 feet. Big black fur minotaur. And he holds out his hand and just kind of wraps it around your entire forearm.
Pleasure, Prue.
He doesn't really shake. He doesn't want to rip your arm off. He just
No.
lets go.
Yeah, that's fine.
How'd your meeting go with the boss?
Could have been worse. Could have been better. I didn't know he had a spectator.
Yeah, boss has got a lot of secrets.
How long have you been working for him?
4 years now.
So you come here often? Would you like to?
Pretty much every day.
Oh, that's very good to know.
Prue, you okay over there? You sound a little off.
We need to go. Prue.
Right. So, well, oh yeah, I'll call you later. Bye. And I just,
What are you gonna call him?
All right, see you later, Prue.
I run away.
What is she gonna do? Give his nose a ring?
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was way too good.
I put a little star.
Adonis.
Adonis.
The eye is darted with a heart.
On the way out, I'm holding this little container that has this fairy,
Fairy dragon.
this fairy dragon, and I've just handed off the other things just to Prue because Prue is my default hand things to.
Yes.
Okay.
And when we step outside and we get outside, I just look at everyone. I was like, you guys are giving him too much information.
What do we give him?
Anything extra is too much.
Okay. Well, I just
Offering to work for him. Also, this guy is out here like, oh, I'm out here looking for Faye, blah, blah, blah. Cordys, what has every single person told you smell like?
Right. That's why I stayed away from him, but I still
Yet
wanted
you
to
wanted to
ask
stay
about the
in there to
Darklings.
continue talking.
For a second.
What if his weird eye, could have noticed something about you?
What was weird about his eye? It was just yellow.
No, there was something definitely off about his eye. It was like a stone of some sort. It wasn't a normal eye.
Well, and yet, what the hell did he mean that I'm not alive? I'm alive. Look at me.
I love looking at you.
Yeah, alive. I'm moving around. I'm walking. I'm talking. I think I'm going to feel my pulse. Do I have a pulse?
Have you never felt your pulse in your entire life?
You do actually feel a pulse. Do you have reference on what a pulse feels like in like a normal person?
Yeah, because I've seen arterial spray.
That's not the
Yeah.
your pulse
gooshes.
is very
Ew.
slow. and steady. Just a boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's absolutely rock solid at like 10 beats a minute. That's normal.
Listen, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, he was a very strange character. I mean, who knows what he knows? He lives down here underneath the sewers and stuff. Don't worry about it.
Oh, do you think it's just like an infection and that's why he has that weird eye?
No, again, the eye's like magical or something. I don't know why we keep coming back to the eye.
I mean, also, his cute little beholder could have noticed something. He's out here looking for Fey.
Right, so that's why I bamfed Calliope away. She's not... Oh, I snap my fingers and she's like under my cloak again, on my back.
Yeah, but you apparently smell like one.
Yeah, because Calliope's with me all the time, and those darkling things kept exploding all over me. Well, listen, here's the thing.
They did what now?
Not like that.
I thought there were some weird noises coming from the room. This makes more sense now.
Yeah, well, they kind of pop, and they make you go blind if you don't close your eyes in time.
Hey, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Wait, listen.
Okay, well, we should just keep walking and get far away from here as possible.
I agree,
Make
but then
our way
we should...
back, and then we should distribute what these are.
Absolutely, and then maybe tomorrow we'll come back just to like check on the place.
We're leaving, Prue.
And tomorrow when we come
Prue.
back.
We're leaving.
Just to say hi to... Where are we going?
Exactly where we're told to go.
Oh, you want to come back for Adonis?
We're going to Carandash now, but
What? Wouldn't you? I mean, look at... Did you see him?
No, I wouldn't come back for that. He could kill me.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, that... Yeah, no.
it's not
he
my
could
jam.
kill me.
I mean, it's not personally my jam, but
yeah. Well, I do wish I was that cigarette. The stomping out part, not the smoking part.
while we're chatting away and walking down the street and making wonderful jokes, I'm gonna telepathically say to Bimble, "Hey, Bimble,
Yes, familiar.
I love this. I love what we have going.
Me too.
Can you do me a favor?
Oh, maybe. What is it?
You see my friend New Garrel over there?
Yes.
Can you tell if he's like Fey or something?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Would you be willing to try?
Okay.
Stay invisible.
Gonna roll an Arcana check for Bimble.
I don't see you pulling out Bimble's stats anywhere here, Jeremy.
I know what her intelligence modifier is, okay?
It's 0.
It's actually +1.
Oh, that's higher than mine.
She's just like me for real.
Yeah, she got a dirty 20
Oh, filthy.
on Arcana.
Oh, God.
You just feel a tiny tongue lick the side of your neck.
Calliope, stop.
Ew. Sweaty.
Ew.
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
he's Fey.
Can you keep that just between us for the time being?
Oh, sure.
As like a familiar pact, you know?
Yeah, does he not know that he is?
I'm not entirely sure, honestly.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely from the Feywild.
Huh.
At least born there.
Okay. Well, let's just hold on to that, you and me, and then maybe we'll bring that up later when we're not in the Undercity and
Okay.
on the verge of being attacked or
By the
crushed
way,
by an
I am
Minotaur.
in no way, shape, or form an expert. So, educated guessing is all I'm doing.
Well, that's fair. You got a little bit more on the Feywild than I do.
I do, that's right. That's why you're the familiar.
We are the familiar.
Oh, do you have, like, the idea or something?
No, I'm yours. You're mine.
Right. Yeah. I remember.
Bimble, I'm yours. You're mine. We had a deal.
It's cool if you're like a cluster. Like, that's totally fine. I'm not going to judge you.
All right, we'll talk about this later. Anyway, where are we going, guys?
We're gonna... I think we're good in here, right? Like, we can make our way back home.
Yeah, unless we wanted to go
We're not
steal
going back.
some more. I was going to steal
True.
some more things from the goblin, but fine.
We should probably come back to that at a later time.
Yeah, I want that book.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Do we have any like specific need to be down here still?
No, I think we
No.
can go home, perhaps
I also
take a quick snack break.
I'd like to sleep in my own bed back at the manor tonight.
Yeah, we can at least give your moms an update on what happens.
Exactly.
Before we are we going to Carandosh? This
I mean, we should make our way there.
yeah.
I would just like to say I don't want to go back to what was his name? It was like Nimbob.
Nilbog.
Nilbog. I don't want to go back to him with Bimble because the weird cage and whatever the hell's going on there, and it was a weird deal that we made. So
we'll go back later.
okay. When we do go back, I don't really want Bimble to be around because I don't want that to become a whole thing. You know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Hey, Tali.
What?
You don't want me around?
Not for that. He seems like a shifty fella, and I like you.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I wasn't really
Tali,
listening.
here's the thing. Nilbog is not gonna know that we're going back.
That's a confusing statement, but go on.
It's not, because we're just going to sneak in, take what we need, and leave. He won't know we've
But doesn't he have that special doorway? How would we sneak in?
Well,
There
it's
are
against
ways-
code to have only one entrance.
Exactly.
And all it does is make your skin bubbly, so it's fine.
We do
There
need to figure out why that happened.
Are
by
other
the way.
ways to get into places besides doorways.
I mean, I'm gonna trust
Rooftops, chimneys.
you. I mean,
Windows, cracks in the foundation.
you guys obviously would know more about this than I would, so I'm gonna trust you on this aspect. But that doorway was kind of messed up,
It was.
I'm
It
going
turned
to-
me back into me.
and apparently it makes your skin bubble.
My skin didn't bubble.
My skin didn't bubble.
Well, I don't know. It just I couldn't really see my skin because I got the
I just gently
Glamour up.
I just gently poke Cordys. Are you still bubbly?
Feels normal.
Yeah. But now that you've touched me, Tally, I do feel a little bubbly inside.
Hey.
Wow, we're all really finding out a lot about ourselves today.
Taytalion legitimately blushes.
There's just kind of like a sly smile, and like Cordys kind of jabs his elbow at you.
Oh, Carol. Okay, so here's.
Anyways.
So are we going back to the shop
We're
then?
going back.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the plan?
We should probably let your moms know what we found out.
Exactly.
And then head back to the manor. Let
And then we'll-
Abernathy know.
Leave the next morning.
Oh, so
Just leave. Just head out.
Well, I mean, he's already got like a pretty good lead on
He's got
us.
a pretty good lead.
And with this watch, I'm still keeping my voice down because we're in the Undercity. With this watch, we can kind of find him,
Right, but we're just going to leave. We can't get to the manor anymore if we leave,
Oh, no. Like, I think we should check out the manor, let Abernathy know what we're up to, let Lupita and Radara know what we're up to, and then probably head out after.
Right.
Just so
right.
you shouldn't, like, leave without telling.
Correct.
Yeah,
folks.
no, obviously. Okay.
There's something I want to bring up we haven't talked about in a minute. You randomly just mentioned at one point that you guys had like a very important person. You had something you were supposed to sell something to at one point from the apothecary.
Moon dew.
Oh, yeah, my mom's going to take care of that.
They're gonna take care of that. Okay, just wanted
Yeah.
to double check.
They probably already have. It's
Yeah.
been a couple days.
Totally fair. So when I said shop, I meant Nilbops, but if we're not, you meant shop by
Nilbop.
Ghostwood.
Yeah, I think we need to go to the apothecary.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so he took that razor vine stuff you guys collected, and he took
Yes.
something else too?
The crocus.
Freaking crap.
I think he left the crocus.
He did leave the crocus.
Yeah, he
but
left the
still.
crocus. We went over this. The crocus
The crocus.
did not have any magical properties.
It does have magical. It's beautiful.
I mean, didn't he?
Yeah, we went. Oh, this is exactly what you said last time.
I'm nothing if not consistent.
And we got the impression that he came out of the door at some point, right? Because we saw him step through it in the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
session.
definitely,
So he has razor vine on that side. Why would he need it here?
I don't know.
Well, maybe it wasn't the razor vine he was looking for. Maybe it was us.
Convenience.
He
that
came and he got the razor vine, and then he just kind of bamfed away.
He did, but I mean, it seems like all Fey have extremely strong noses. So maybe he was trying to sniff out little Ghostwood over here.
Why me?
I don't know. I mean, our scent. I'm picturing a Fey bloodhound at this point, but our scent was all
He's
over.
more like a bipedal unicorn.
You keep saying
Bloodhound.
that.
Tell me I'm wrong.
But with goat legs.
Yeah.
Does this mean like a person with a horn? Oh, he had goat legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's bipedal.
Isn't that a satyr? Is what you're
He's a satyr with
describing?
a unisatyr. Satyr corn.
He's a satyr with a
He's a
horn.
satyr
He's a
He's a satyr corn.
a unigoat.
Well, that's a different thing.
That's a different thing. Goat.
Is it?
Yeah, my family owned a farm, a unigoat. They're not very useful. They're fun for a while, but then they,
Oh.
What do you mean fun for a while?
You know,
Hey,
they're
Taytalion.
nice and then they grow up and then they die. You don't. Well, then you eat them. You know, they can't reproduce. Which
Italians fucked a goat.
Unigoat. Whoa.
Julia, you're not one to judge because
54 minutes. I'm
Minotaurs.
putting that in the notebook.
What?
So how do we make our way back out of here?
I
Where we
wrote it
came
down.
In?
The way we came in, I wrote it down.
So did Julia write it down or did Prue write it down?
Shut up.
The notes are for us remembering character.
Yeah. So
Well, I take notes.
I'll
After-
allow an advantage on a survival check.
Yeah, we did. When we came in, we went forward, left, staircase leading down to a landing, right down the staircase, and then the gate.
Oh, what I meant was like, how do we exit the like undercity?
Undercity.
Yeah, so we go to the gate that we came through. So past Nilbog. We go to the gate, and then we make... Oh, shit. Now I'm going to have to reverse this in my head. We,
So I
You
should-
can... Okay,
Hello.
look. I love that you wrote it down.
Yeah.
We don't just have to read it out loud backwards and forwards because you can make a survival check.
Yeah, I can make a survival check.
I'm the one
I'm
who wrote
very
it down.
good at survival.
Say what you will. That was pretty funny to watch.
I'm
and
proficient.
I feel like
It was, yeah.
I have a
That was
plus
good.
7.
That was good.
But I remember.
Okay, I'll
right,
give you
can-
advantage.
Your notes can
Give-
help
Yeah, Felix could do it.
Felix with his natural sense of direction.
I also have a nudge. At least it's not Taytalion.
At least it's not Taytalion.
Agreed.
I'm guiding myself as well.
You may.
Ooh, it's an 18 on the die, a 19 on the die, and a 4 on the guidance.
Wow.
Womp womp.
So that's going to be 30.
Wow. Yeah. Between the two of you, you not only find your way out, but you don't even have to really look for it or think about it. You're just like, oh, this is the way we came. And you just walk. And you're able to kind of slip through the shadows, avoiding any unwanted attention. And you make it all the way back to the gate. It scans you.
I'm going to turn to a spider before we go and hide on Cordys again.
That's right. Yes. So it scans the three of you with the spider cuff on Cordys's ear. And it lets you back up.
Doop, doop, doop.
Can I take a look around just to make sure nobody's watching us leave?
Yeah, absolutely.
we've already
Give
had
me an investigation check.
Investigation? All right.
Or perception. Perception's fine. I just thought you might be better at investigation.
Weirdly, it's kind of... I'm actually better at perception, weirdly enough. 23.
Fantastic. You do notice that as you're nearing the gate, as the gate scans you, there is someone watching you. Leaning out of an alleyway, you see a woman, appears to be an elf with long purple hair. Most of her is cloaked in shadow, and she catches you noticing her and disappears. There's a puff of dark smoke from where she was standing.
I'm going to let us make our way up the steps a little bit before I let the rest of the group know what I saw. Kind of try to play it off of like, yeah, we're fine. We're just walking up some stairs and shit. But then I'll let you guys know, hey, guys, just you're all aware. There was like a lady watching us when we left. And as soon as she noticed me looking at her, she disappeared. So somebody's still keeping an eye on us. I don't know who they belong to, but just so you're all aware.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Let's try to hurry on out of here.
Carol, you didn't have any like elves on your crew, did you?
I might have. I don't know.
So there is actually an elf that you know pretty well
Yeah.
from your crew, the Cannon Master. I don't think I gave you his name when you originally escaped in the first episode.
He was the one that was sent to me.
Yes, but you do know his name. His name is Raish Trueshot, and he is a wood elf. But that's the only elf that you know of from your crew.
You said he's a wood elf?
Wood elf, and he was the cannon master. So he's the one that originally tried to call you down. He was in the captain's quarters talking to Grimtusk when you overheard them.
Yeah, I mean just the cannon master was. But he was a wood elf.
And he was a he, not a she with long purple hair.
No, Raish was he was a dude.
And it's something else, of course. Of course.
Of course. Something else, of course.
Can never just be simple.
Oh, you know me. I like to make things complicated.
Jeremy Hinkley, ladies and gentlemen.
True.
Yeah, we keep heading up.
Yeah, let's get back to the apothecary.
Yeah, so you make it out back into the drooling boar. This time when you're coming out, no one really gives you much guff. And unless you want to stick around, you can just leave, head back to the apothecary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as we walk into that bar, I immediately have flashbacks to that drink. Coolant. And just flee from the...
You do see the barkeeps just kind of...
Yeah. I refrain from flipping them off.
When we get back to Ghostwood, I think that's
Real quick before we jump in, what time of day is it when we get out? Because I don't know how long we were down.
Yeah, so now that you're out on the surface, it's about to be sunset. Okay. So after your visit to Ghostwood, you'll probably be traveling back to Thorngage Manor at night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, go ahead, Dane.
Yeah, I think we would have taken a more in-depth look once we get to Ghostwood on the items that we got. So
Okay.
that way we're not parading them around in the Undercity.
Definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I specifically want to see if there's a way to change it from pink to black. Maybe it's like a mood ring.
You could make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I will.
Can I help
I'm
out with
great
that?
at
Yeah, absolutely.
Use my
I'll guide
cheating
you.
Dice. Hell yeah.
She's kind of explaining what she wants you to do, and you're checking out the ring.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of adding in an identify spell to it to kind of get a full breakdown of the thing.
Yeah.
How we feeling over there?
Can we tell me what you rolled?
22.
22. Excellent. So with the 22 and with the identify, I'll tell you a little bit about the item and then what you're able to do as far as customization. So the ring does require attunement. While attuned to this ring, you can use your reaction when you are targeted with any kind of spell that has a single target, whether it's an attack roll or a saving throw. If the spell has a single target, you can reaction summon this bubble around you. It blocks the spell from entering. That the spell fails unless it's something that can be redirected, but it's not able to affect you. And spells from the inside of the bubble can't affect you either. The bubble encompasses only the wearer, and it remains there until the end of your next turn.
So is it basically like a one-turn Odalux?
Yes, it's pretty much a one-turn Odalux.
Okay.
I'm assuming that would also apply to any kind of
It
healing.
is slightly smaller than Odalux, but
Yeah.
That would apply to healing as well.
that would apply to healing as well. No
So-
magic can go in or out of the...
Perfect.
But you can breathe, and that's
Yeah,
important as well.
but if you're inside and you drink a healing potion, that can still affect you.
Yeah,
Cool.
Just can't transfer or go pass through the barrier.
Yes, exactly. Now, this is native to the Feywild. It's an item that was crafted there by fairies. The bubble can't be turned black. But you know that with the attunement, you will be able to shift the color of the bubble through a spectrum of light that would be available through the fairy fire spell. So it can be pink, purple, green, blue, shades in between that, but no black.
All right. It'll be aubergine then.
But yeah, it's a one-turn personal Odalux.
Hell yeah.
And you can use that reaction once per dusk. It recharges at dusk. Yes. So if you use it right before the sun goes down, then it'll recharge and you could immediately then use it again a couple minutes later. But if you use it in the middle of the night, it's not going to recharge for almost 24 hours.
And the good news is we just got to watch. So you can really keep an eye on
Yeah, and
on the
that
time of day.
watch seems very accurate.
Unless there's Fey nearby, and then it goes a lot faster, and you can't quite trust it.
And it's just called Fairy Bubble Ring.
Fairy bubble ring.
Fairy Bubble Ring.
Neat.
What that watch do?
So as you guys open the...
Hey, what the watch do?
What that watch do? As you guys open the golden pocket watch, you notice that currently, while just you guys are all looking at it, the time is moving fast. The second hand is spinning quickly. The minute hand is moving pretty much as would the second hand. And the hour hand is steadily ticking away.
Is Bimble nearby?
Is Bimble still invisible?
I'd say invisibility is worn off. And Bimble could be in a pocket dimension if you want, but you can also have Bimble nearby.
You can
Yeah, I'll
ask Bimble.
But mechanically, she is also your familiar, so you can bamf her out. And
Ooh, question on mechanics.
yes,
Is he actually Bimble's familiar, and can she put him in a pocket dimension if needed?
I would say yes, but he has to be willing.
Correct.
Consent's important.
Yeah.
Oh yes, this could be very fun.
She can also, like, similarly, any touch spells that are on her spell list, she can cast through Taytalion.
That's cool.
I'm going to walk up to Taytalion, and I'm going to say, all right, you stay right here. Thank you. I'm going to walk up to Felix. I'm going to move him 5 feet away from Taytalion. Right, you stay here. I'm going to walk up to Cordys. I'm going to move him 5 feet away from Felix. Like, okay, now you stay here. Now give me the pocket watch. Who's got it? Taytalion?
I don't have it.
I think I would have it.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, I go up to Felix. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to walk up to Taytalion, and I'm going to look at the pocket watch.
It's slower than it was a moment ago, but you can sense, like, it's still reading the area.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, Bimble is still like on my shoulder. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If Bimble's still there, then it's just going.
I'll ask Bimble politely, like, can you just like step outside and have a little bit of fun for a little bit, and I'll call you in a minute. We're just trying to test some stuff out here.
Okay. I think I saw a house cat walking around. Bye.
Have some fun.
And Bimble flies off.
That should be fine.
What are you gonna do with that cat, dude?
Be nice to the cat. All right, and now so the watch has slowed down.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to Felix.
Speeds up.
Interesting. I'm going to walk up to Cordys.
Still fast.
Oh, sorry, Calliope's on my back. I snap my fingers and she bamps away.
No change.
I'm going to walk 5 feet away from them and, like, hold it up to my face.
Seems to slow down.
Right, so you two are Fey.
Oh, my mom's already knew that. So did you. I like
No,
boys.
not like Fey.
Julia bends her wrist.
No, you two are Fey. Fey creatures. Yes.
So,
No.
Something's been kind of like picking at the back of my mind here. There was a long time ago. There was this lady who kind of came after I lost my mom, and Calliope showed up just a few minutes before she did, and she kind of asked me if I would like to help her.
And you said?
She said she would. Yeah, well, I mean, I was young, so I said yes.
So your mother passed, God's rest her soul. You found a magical cat, and then a mysterious lady said, "Hey, will you help me, small child?" And you said, "You got it, lady."
There was a little bit more involved than that. She said she knew my mom, and Calliope seemed to trust her.
Danger.
That's what they all say. If she said she had a van full of puppies, would you follow her?
He's a cat person, so probably not.
Yeah,
Kittens.
my cat. I love Modi.
Yeah, everyone loves Modi. That doesn't count.
Bodhi's the best.
I don't know. And I just kind of like druidcraft like a blue rose. This was my mom's favorite flower. And it's the same one that you saw from like episode 1. That was by the door.
Cordys, you would know that is a dusk rose.
Yeah, a dusk rose. Yes, this is my mom's favorite flower. We had a garden full of these.
Those are they grow around the gate.
Those are Fey flowers.
Those
Those are
from
Fey
the
flowers.
Feywild.
We've picked them up if they've grown over the gate.
Mom always said they were exotic, but I didn't know they weren't from the Feywild.
Where did you live? They don't grow here. We only find them around the gate.
Oh yeah, I just kind of grew up in the village, away from the cities. We just kind of had our own cottage to ourselves.
I'm going to grab Cordys by the forearm, squeeze it reassuringly, and
Cordys, I would say you know that you didn't grow up in this town.
Yes.
But you grew up outside of the town of Hamlin in the fiefdom of Garin, which is pretty much due north from Karstead.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like smaller farmsteads and like rural lands out there. So you didn't grow up in Hamlin, but that was like the closest town to you guys when you needed supplies and stuff like that.
Yeah, we grew up kind of secluded. For some reason, she kept me away from big cities.
so with my hand still on his forearm, that's because your mother was a fairy.
Pretty sure she was an air genasi, like I am.
Right. I mean, I'm a halfling, but I'm also and you see my fangs, a Dampier.
Okay.
Things can be two things.
Well, she was quite guarded when I asked about her past and
Who's
my
your dad?
father, and it was a rough subject, so it never really came up. But this lady, She just referred to herself as the gardener. And she
Right.
told me...
That sounds fey as hell.
I knew my mom trusted her or was affiliated with her, so I had nobody left. I had nowhere to go.
I would have done the same thing. You've done remarkably well for yourself for someone who does not have a mother. You've done good. Felix, you're also fey.
No, I'm just a regular gnome who grows flowers from his hair.
Right.
Everyone does this.
Yeah, the both of you, we're going to need to have a bit of perhaps a study session in the library, find out who this gardener is.
Hey, Prue.
Yes.
Is this one of those things that like professionals would call like denial?
Yes, I do believe this is textbook denial
Fair
from the
enough.
both of them.
Making a joke. I know regular gnomes don't grow horns or plants from their hair. Look at my mother.
I pop the front door open to the apothecary and just yell outside, Bimbo! I will say, when we were down in the
You
undercity...
hear telepathically. Oh, okay. 1 second. I gotta get the cat back down.
Don't know what that means. When we were, Cordys, when we were down in the Undercity, I asked Bimble if you were like Fey, and she tested. She did lick you, and I'm sorry about that. But I can't control a lot of the things she does. She did say yes, you are Fey.
Well, I think the gardener herself, and she kind of gave me magic. That I don't like. I can't quite place it. It smells the same, like the
Cordys,
way she did. Everything that we've been doing for the last couple of days.
Bless your heart. You're fey.
Well, hold on. Are you saying your magic might just come from the Fey?
That's what I think. I didn't know really. I'd never really heard the Fae before, other than she said something like Calliopes from like of the Fae, but I thought she meant fairy because she's so cute. But over the last kind of few days here, I've kind of started to put pieces together.
He's a little slow on the uptake.
With Taytalion's like interest in the Fae, would he have heard of anything like this before? Of actual like power coming from the Fae itself to mortals from the material plane?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check to see just how much you might have read.
That's a natty 1, everybody. Can't even lie about that.
Nice.
Oof. So I will say, because of your interest, you know that it's definitely possible, but you haven't come across any like case of it happening that you know of. So you don't know any details about what that would entail, like i.e. a warlock pact or anything like that. You're not sure on any of those details, but it's definitely possible.
Has Bimble showed back up yet?
Yes.
Hi. Hey, Bimble, have you ever heard of the gardener?
Do a little history check for Bimble. Yes. It's an 18 on history.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. She's part of the Sealy Court. Archfey of Growth.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Doesn't the Sealy Court like run everything?
Well, no, not everything. There's like
Half
other
of everything anyway?
stuff. Yeah, I mean, they like to think they run like half of everything, I guess.
So, Cordys?
Just tell you.
I mean, you heard all that. That wasn't in my head.
Oh, that was
was Bimble talking out loud. Yeah.
Sealy, like the undergrowth.
Yeah, so
Not the undergrowth.
in the Feywild, there's a whole bunch of crazy places, but there's these two courts, the Sealy Court and the Unsealy Court. And they're full of these super powerful beings called Archfey. And they kind of like run everything.
And you're saying the gardener
She's one of those. Yeah.
of the Sealy Court.
Yes.
Is she like chill or whatever?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I've never met her personally.
Okay, but there's not like bad stories or
Oh no, the Sealy, well,
what do you know? of
okay,
her,
the
I should
Sealy
say?
like to think of themselves as like good guys, and the Unsealy sometimes as bad guys, but that's not really true. The Sealy are like, life magic, and your like summer and spring seasons are run by the Sealy Court, and then the Unsealy Court is like death magic, and autumn and winter are Unsealy seasons.
Oh, Yeah, like Felix says, sun friends and moon friends. And I'm a moon friend, so I would be in the unseelie cord.
Exactly.
And I'm a sun friend.
And you're a sun
Yeah.
friend. You would be in the sealy cord.
So it's more of like a dusk and dawn kind of thing rather than like a sun and moon in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's not really a sun and moon in the same way. You'll see.
Bimble, have you
We
ever
will.
like interacted with the gardener or the Sealy court?
No, I'm just Pixie.
Okay, so this is all very good to know. I'm gonna take a second to kind of process all of this.
Go sit.
Calliope, did you know any? And I just start to like walk away. And I'm like talking to Calliope, who's like, I bamf back to me, and she's like on my shoulder, and I'm just talking back and forth to her.
I'm gonna look over to Prue, who's holding the watch. You should go next to my mom's with it. See if
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll stay up here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go into Ghostwood and head to the mom's.
Okay.
Hello, I'm clocking in.
As per usual, when you
It's
walk
nighttime.
in, you smell delicious scents of dinner being cooked up. And
only I
Radara
ate.
sticks her head out of the kitchen. Oh, Prue, darling. Welcome back. Where's everyone else?
I just have a quick sort of small errand, really.
Oh, sure.
Would you mind terribly holding still for me?
Okay. I mean, something's on the stove, so be quick.
Oh, of course. I walk right up. I put the... I turn the watch so she can see it as well, but...
Normal.
Excellent.
And
Thank
Radara
you.
looks at it and she's like, oh, nice watch.
I thought so too. Where's Lupita?
Oh, she's out back in the garden.
Thank you. I walk away. Find Lupita.
God, we're the worst friends.
Yes.
You walk out into the garden, and Lupita is tending a large bush of roses. She's just
What color are the roses?
trimming it. They're red.
Okay. Lupita.
Oh, yes, dear.
Yes, could I ask a favor of you real quick?
Sure. What can I do for you?
Could you hold still for just a moment?
Okay.
I walk up so she can see the clock as well. I walk up next to her.
It's normal.
Oh.
What's that?
I've known your son for a very long time, and I adore him, and I adore you and Radara.
Yeah.
Why is Felix Fey?
What?
I'm so sorry. I do not mean to pry, but with everything that's happening now, and it is none of my business, and I am so sorry, but he needs to know.
I feel like maybe you should go get my son.
Yes. I scurry away, tail between my legs. So yeah, I'm gonna hustle back outside and walk up to Felix and say, yes, so I have absolutely stuck my nose in your family's business, and now you should go talk to your mom, because I think you're Fey, and neither of your moms are Fey. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Do you want me there or not? Or I can shut up. I can do that.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Are we around for this, or is this like between you and...
I think you're the Taytalions there.
Yeah, I was assuming you and I were just sitting next to each other outside. I maybe showed you how to play slide so we can like clap our hands.
Both of you give me dexterity checks. See who loses.
I'm gonna guide myself.
I'm not.
I rolled a natural 1, baby, with a natural 1 on the guidance as well. So it's a 5 total for me.
I got a 5 as well.
Wow.
So you guys are playing slide, but you can't get past 2. Like, it's just so... you're just not in sync right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk inside.
Your moms are both standing in the entryway of Ghostwood, and you smell dinner cooking,
Yeah.
and they're just
Dinner
next to each other.
smells so good.
Thanks, Felix.
Hey. Yeah. Fun day.
Yeah, I think we need to talk, Felix.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe like officially, yeah.
Yeah. You want to sit down?
No, I'd prefer to stand.
Okay.
And he starts just kind of pacing. And just like kind of absent-mindedly, like he just picks up a seed that he
So,
just
like,
keeps in his pocket,
spinning
and he's
it
like
around
spinning
his
it through his fingers, and as it goes, it just blooms, and then the petals fall, blooms, and then the petals fall as he like just druid crafts, just kind of anxiously and absentmindedly.
Rodara speaks up. Are you okay, son?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, let's be real, and I just start tapping on my thorn horns. We've all kind of known.
Yeah. And Rodara kind of looks nervously over at Lupita. Lupita nods and squeezes Rodara's hand as kind of, I'll take care of this part. Felix. Obviously you're adopted.
Oh yeah, we don't even have to have the conversation. It's kind of obvious.
Well, we've found you
Lucky me.
next to the door in the Sealy undergrowth.
Oh, okay.
You were in a basket of woven vines with flowers blooming on the handle and little shrub on your head.
Yeah. Is that the basket that currently holds all the pillows and blankets in my old room?
That would be the one.
Cool. Sick. Okay. Just a shrub on my head in a basket outside the door that we're not supposed to go through.
Yeah, and there was this note.
Okay.
We had to get it translated because it was written in Sylvan.
That makes sense.
It said, I know that someone good will find him. I have to do this. I have to leave this part of me here for what the future holds. We don't really know who exactly wrote the note or what that means. We've just raised you as best we could to be good. And you see both of them are getting misty-eyed, and Lupita swallows. It's starting to feel like maybe we're at the part where we see what the future held. This all feels like something you have to be a part of.
I just walk over and just hug them. Little tears coming down my face, but I don't say anything.
They hug you, and Rodara just loses it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Baby boy.
Ugly sobbing.
Yeah.
I learned to cry from her. Ugly sobbing. Just the ugliest. It is snotty. I'm rubbing
Wiping the snot
my
on her
face
apron.
on her overalls.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. Just sobbing.
And then a whistle comes from the kitchen, and Rodara jumps. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's dinner. I have to go. Just get it.
Go.
Okay.
Go, Mom, go.
And she runs into the room, into the other room in the kitchen, and the whistling soon stops. Lupita takes a step back and holds your hands. You are our son.
Yeah. Yes.
We love you.
I love you too, Mom.
I know.
And I'm just gonna like wipe one of her tears away.
My boy.
At least, you're good. Because the note said it.
We hope we are.
I know you are.
We were trying to fight this and scold you for grabbing that razor vine, but none of this is your fault. I think it's your destiny.
The razor vine is my fault, but don't tell anyone. The razor vine was definitely my fault.
It's okay.
Prue's a really bad influence, but in a really fun way.
I told you she was.
But don't tell her I said that.
Look,
She's great, and I love her.
I love Prue too. She's fantastic. But she has made you more mischievous. Now.
Or has she just made it more over?
You might be onto something.
And then I just lean in and hug her, and I think I'm taller than her.
Yeah, like
So
a little
I kind
bit taller
of
than
just
her.
like bring her
You're
head
in between
like,
her and Radara.
Yeah, I bring her head into my shoulder and like I just hold my mom.
Yeah. She hugs you back for a long moment, and then she pulls back again and says, "Listen, dinner's almost ready, so let's dry our eyes.
I'll go get
your
everyone.
friends are waiting outside.
Yeah.
Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Once again, I take her hand and I just put it on my thorns. We've always known.
Yeah. Just was nice to have it unspoken for so long.
Well, we got nothing to hide now.
Yeah. Bring everyone in. We'll make you dinner, and then you can all go back to Prue's.
I'm not alone. As I'm walking away, Cordys, he's a freak too.
Yeah, he's weird.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna walk outside, and I just open the door. Dinner's ready.
All right, so Prue, I'm thinking alderman, okay? So clerk seems a little light, but mayor seems too far. I think alderman puts you right in the area you need to be. It gets you face to face with the people.
You know, I really think you have a point there.
I think we should go with alderman, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, Alderman. So what do you think for a slogan like Prue's the prudent choice?
That's
Or Dear Prudence.
those are pretty good. Those are pretty good.
Right.
The only one I had on was like, she knows you because she's eating you, and that doesn't feel right. That feel
No,
like,
I haven't eaten anyone, actually.
okay.
I mean,
All right, so it's a lie too. So we definitely don't want to.
we don't want to lie.
Prue, how do you eat?
I feed off of...
Are you gonna tell us?
You'll have to see.
But it seems you don't suck blood directly from people, and you don't eat normal food.
No, but I do drink and occasionally eat sweets, but the sweets do
Mess up your tummy.
mess up her tum. Yeah.
Cordys, do you have any thoughts? I feel like you just innately would have like a good idea of like how to get somebody like elected.
We kind of did this like kind of like operation once where we got like a sham kind of mayor elected to a town. But it was like, there was a lot of embezzlement going on, so we got like the old guy out.
So you're saying elect somebody bad,
No,
so
no,
that
no.
people hate them, and then they just love Prue coming in, like Prue's the savior.
That could work too.
I think that could
That is more of like a riff on our bit, but yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
I mean, if you have any slogan ideas, I'm ready to hear it. This is the only time I will ever ask you for a pun.
I'll cook them up for you. Let's see.
They didn't even hear.
If you want to go like kind of like threatening, like you can go like you'll rue the day you didn't vote for Prue.
I do love that. Also, what about me is threatening?
Well, like the last
Taylor is motioning to all of Julia, it seems.
the last name for one
Oh, you're just a coward.
could strike fear in the average voter.
Ooh, that's a fun thought. How about put the damn in Dampier?
That's actually really quite good. Hi, Felix.
I open the door. Come get some dinner, everyone. What about prune away the past, make way for the future?
I love it. Would you like to be... Can I have a running mate if I'm an alderman?
Yeah, we'll have Bimble do it.
Oh, I don't want to do anything.
Campaign
Bimble's the
manager?
campaign manager.
Oh, fine. Vote for me? A vote for Prue is a vote for you.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
vote for Proof. She'll work for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only person I would ever consider voting for.
Thank you.
Heck, I might even like make some fake votes.
Ooh,
Get
I
you elected.
Love fake votes.
But let's eat.
Yeah, let's eat.
And as we're walking in, I'm just gonna pat Cordys on the back as we're walking in, and I'm like, "We're freaks together. We're gonna figure it out."
Freaks together. And then I drop the kind of like a human disguise that I was wearing before, and I'm just back to blue skin, kind of Air Genasi Cordys.
And
Freaks
you guys
together.
see the table is laid out with myriad of roasted tubers and greens and fresh dinner rolls still in the pan, steaming. Next to the dinner rolls is a small dish of whipped rosemary butter. Hey, everyone.
Hey, moms.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Take a seat.
Awesome. Thank you. This looks delicious.
Thank you.
Don't tell Bertrand I said that.
Oh, I won't.
Okay.
But yeah, their cooking smells better.
It really does.
I don't think Bertrand has a sense of smell anymore.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Bertrand's dead.
Oh. Sorry for your loss.
No, it's fine. He knows, and he's a ghost. I guess would have been a better way to say that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like hang back, feeling super awkward for sticking my nose in business that was not mine, and then I kind of like
Using Mage Hand, I just pull out the chair that's next to me that you usually sit in, and I'm like, we can't start eating until you sit.
I sit down.
And then I just like squeeze your hand under the table.
Oh, I squeeze it back.
Taytalion sits down, puts the napkin on the lap, and just looks at Lupita and oh my gosh,
Radara.
Sorry, Lupita and Radara, and just goes. So you guys are like kind of famous down there.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Ghostwood Apothecary, we provide services and healing potions, toxins to the Thieves Guild.
There it is.
But don't tell anyone, because if you do,
Wait.
Lupita looks around the table and draws a finger slowly across her throat.
and then I pretend to, I grab
Looks
some like
menacingly at
salt
everyone.
and I threateningly put it into Italians very specifically.
Wait, what?
Are you oversalting his food? That's devastating.
That's so rude.
Toxins.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no
Poisons.
idea what you're talking about.
You guys are very lucky that you get this information, but don't tell anyone.
Did you just oversalt my food because I was excited? Can I
It's a
have it?
warning.
Can I?
It was supposed to be a warning of like, we do poison.
I
Yeah,
know,
and
but
don't worry, we didn't pre-salt
Poison.
all of it.
I know, but you guys work.
Because we have all the different salts on the table, or whatever you want.
You guys work really hard on this, and Felix, I just don't want you to ruin it. So,
There's plenty for everyone.
Yeah, eat.
There's plenty for
can I just
everyone.
have some more mixed veggies?
Yeah, of course you can, Taytalion.
Can you don't? Your moms are really good at cooking, and I don't want to mess with it.
And I just stare at you.
And Radara
using
just
Mage
starts
Hand?
heaping veggies on your plate.
Using Mage Hand, every single spice just starts floating around you.
I'm covering up my plate as best I can. Full on, like holding the football triangle.
You actually managed to break the tension and get your moms to laugh. Italian's freaking out.
I'm sure Bimble jumps in and like grabs the paprika and tries to pour it in.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is Bimble.
Hi.
Speaking of
A pixie.
not only a pixie, we also have this, and I bring up the box. We forgot to open it.
Should we open that here? Is it gonna like ruin the place?
feel
Well,
like-
they're grandmothers now. They deserve to see it.
Isn't that more of like a dessert thing?
I'm gonna open it.
There we go.
And curled up, you see as you open it, a little purple like fog rolls out, and curled up on the bottom is a little purple dragon with butterfly wings.
It's so cute.
And is just curled up sleeping at the bottom of the box. And as the fog rolls away, it sleepily opens its eyes and looks up at you.
No.
In Sylvan. Hey. You okay?
I also speak Sylvan.
Kind of just crawls out of the box, crawls up your arm, walks up your shoulder, gets onto your head, and curls up again.
It just rests in between my horns.
Yeah.
All right. And I just start eating.
It just goes back to sleep for now.
Wow, out of all of the things we've done up to this point, I was expecting that to be way worse than it was.
In Sylvan, you're like, oh, you're so cute. He's got little wings.
Wait, does everybody at this table speak Sylvan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cordys doesn't know he does, but he just did out loud.
I'm assuming my mothers do too, since we're so close to the Sealy Underground.
Yeah, they
They've
learned
learned.
Sylvan after finding you and
Yeah.
getting the note translated. Then they both learned Sylvan because they didn't know what
Yeah.
they would need.
I've known it from birth,
Yeah.
instinctively.
Yeah, and they like were weirded out because they were like learning it, and then you just started speaking it, and they were like, "We did not teach you that."
Yeah, Cordys just kind of blurts it out like, "Oh, he's so cute," and so like, but like doesn't know that he's speaking in a different language as he says it out loud.
I look at you. I'm like, you speak freak too?
Sorry, what? In common.
Yeah.
No, I was just talking to the little dragon. And as soon as I start talking to the little dragon, oh, Gucci, Gucci, it's like so cute. Look at the little wings. And it's Sylvan again.
You're.
It's not freak. It's just it's just a language.
I know I'm using freak as in like lovingly.
Cordys,
Oh.
you're
You're
speaking Sylvan.
What's Sylvan?
I speak
You know
to
what
you in
Sylvan
Sylvan. This is Sylvan. It is the language of
Like
the
how
Fae.
we're, and he just kind of like stops himself for a second. What the hell? And like in Sylvan.
Yeah.
Is something wrong with his brain?
Yes.
I don't know any other languages other than what they're common.
Oh,
Yeah, something's wrong with his brain, huh?
probably.
Yes.
Did you hit your head, Cordys, darling?
I mean, the work on the pirate ship is, there's always those low ceilings, so plenty of that happening all the time, but none more than usual.
Oh, how many concussions have you had? I've had a few.
Just like a good baker's dozen or so.
Oh,
That's a good number.
That's too
That's
many.
a good
That's
yeah.
too many.
Yeah. That's
That's a lot.
it's an unlucky number.
It's life out on the high seas, Things get bumpy, even our heads.
Exactly. I spent quite a lot of time on the seas myself.
Did you sail with your mom?
Yes, on the crushing bone.
Wow, I hope to never meet it on the sea.
You might. Maybe I should write to Mother.
Can you please?
If I know that she's out there, I'll stay on land for a while.
You gotta write to her and tell her about your new friends.
So sorry to interrupt. What happened in the Undercity?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Oh, good point.
Did you meet?
I
Balin?
met my future husband.
Oh, okay,
Adonis.
Okay.
His name is Adonis.
Oh, yeah, I know Adonis.
Right?
I'm like, who says this?
Lupita.
I'm like, Mom.
What?
She's married, not dead.
And Radara just like shoots her a look, and she doesn't say anything.
Well, Prue, at least you've got the chance now.
Yeah. He's
I don't know.
very tall.
He's very tall.
I
He's
did
working
put
for Balin now.
Yeah, for 4 years.
Last 4 years, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he not before?
Well, he did start working for him in the time I knew him, but well, most people don't last long working for Balin. When I first met him, he was just a bouncer.
Yeah.
So is Balin just is he just like kind of crazy?
Yeah, he's a complete psychopath.
Truly mad.
But he is resourceful. He trades in information and arms, and
stereotypes. He looked
knew
at me.
that he wouldn't immediately try to slit your throats if Felix was there.
Yeah, Tally said there was something up with his eye. What's up with the yellow eye?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. It was some years back, but he traded it. His eyes, some kind of magical thing now.
And he's got a spectator named Thalassa? Thasala?
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
Like a
kind of big eye, kind of 4 other eyes on him.
oh, he was a large creature.
Oh, super, yeah,
So
big guy.
Yeah, little, I guess, compared to a true beholder, but he was bigger than you.
I was gonna say little beholder, but Cordys has never seen a beholder.
right. That's fair.
Yeah.
But Thasala is a large creature.
Yeah.
That's new.
These were on his tongue, and I point to the watch and the baby dragon
Oh,
And
and the
Oh.
bell ring.
yeah.
so you got information and arms.
Yeah.
No, that's a ring. And that's a watch.
Yeah, I meant like short for armaments.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry.
I mean, I point to the watch. That kind of confirmed at least us two, as I point to between Felix and Cordys.
I was wondering what brought that up and why Prue is holding a nice watch in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like detects Fey, and it goes faster.
Oh,
And I guess,
It stops in the Feywild.
yeah.
That's what he said.
interesting.
But I guess I am
How does he know that?
Fey too. It keeps going, but or like the magic that they have. I don't know.
I'm gonna look to Cordys. I mean, since you're just learning Fey stuff like me, they know stuff. Do you want them to be your moms? You can be my brother.
We can adopt you. We've done it before.
So you're not alone.
I mean, I am like an adult person.
Oh, so am I. That's why I'm asking for your consent.
We already adopted Taytalion.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Wait, what?
Prue,
He's just shoving his face.
Was there paperwork involved here, or is it more just like word of mouth?
No, we just feed him, and look, he's so happy.
It's been 4 days. How you already adopted me?
I'm grateful for your hospitality.
They can be your pretend moms if
It's
you want.
it's
Yeah.
just it.
I
It's just we're just having fun. It's not.
It's nothing official.
We're not. I'm not trying to make you like.
no,
feel
yeah, no,
Like
I
an heir to Ghostwood because that's all mine.
That's all Felix.
No, it's.
We're not trying to like
colloquial.
replace your mom
No,
or
we're
whatever.
not. No.
No, yeah.
Everyone I've ever known who's been my friend, Prue, they can call my mom's mom.
they have never once said they adopted me.
I know.
We can adopt you, Prue.
You adopted Taytalion after 4 days. I have known your son for how many years?
I think
You do
it's
an
about
awful lot of
15.
talking about your mom.
You do.
So I just.
Who hasn't been here for the last 20 years? No, it's fine. I sip whatever's in front of me and look in the middle distance.
If it makes you.
not the middle
And Radara's like, oh my gosh, Prue, I'm so sorry.
No. I always knew.
Do you
Also,
wanna-
the gravy was for sharing.
If it's gravy, she's going to have to get up and
gravy.
throw up. She looks out, she's like, oh no. And she runs out.
nervously chugging gravy.
No, she's going
Just a
yarp.
sip. Oh no. Oh yeah. It's all the flour in there, probably.
Yeah.
Gluten, am I right?
But you know what? Yeah, I accept. Thank you.
Of course.
See, this is what happened to you when you were a kid. A strange lady was like, "Hey, I can take care of you."
You got me there.
Now you got two more strange ladies being like, "Hey, I can take care of you."
It's nice to be taken care of.
Yeah, but just
That's
be
why.
careful.
That's why I've got Calliope.
That's just finding ladies to take care of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
get it.
all the.
Lupita just looks at Radar.
This is delicious. These tubers are great. Calliope agrees. And then I'm like feeding her under the table.
As I'm munching away, I just go, it's a really good thing that we got this watch too. Because it's way simpler to test for like face stuff. Because I did something really awkward when we were down in the other city and I had Bimble smell Cordys. And obviously that'd be really awkward to just be a regular thing to like smell people.
Yeah.
Or like ask people to smell
That
you.
would-
So
that would be
I'm really
weird.
happy that we
Would
got
be
the watch.
weird. Yeah, totally.
Why did you all get quiet?
Haven't
What happened?
done
here?
that before.
Oh, you asked your pixie to smell him?
Well, yeah, because we were talking about face stuff.
And Bimble's just sitting there gnawing on a roasted carrot that's about the same size as her. Yeah. I smelled him and I licked him too.
I thought that was Calliope.
No. You're sweaty.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, that Balin guy's pretty creepy. So it looked like he was pretty powerful.
Fear sweat.
That's kind of the weirdest thing you've said yet, Bimble. Hey, question. So what are we going to do about your new friend up there, Felix?
I don't know. Let him sleep.
All right.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run upstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the basket I came in, and I'm gonna make it a little nest. I'm gonna come back downstairs, and I'm just gonna put it like next to the dining table, and I'm gonna take this little dragon down and put it in the basket.
Just curls up in the basket, flutters its wings for a moment.
Can I ask a question of the table before I do what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Do we want to keep the dragon for ourselves, or can I leave him here with my mom so they have something to take care of while we're gone?
What would Felix prefer?
That's very cute.
I would leave it here.
Leave here?
Yeah, I mean we're headed off into something dangerous. So
Okay. I'm gonna look at my mom's, and I'm like, "Hey, you guys want to keep him?"
Oh, sure. Radara's like, little face lights up. Yeah, we'd love to.
Cool. He's all yours.
Oh, thank you, Felix. Is Prue back inside yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, where are we exactly headed on the next leg of our journey here, guys?
Yeah, they said
Going
that
to Carandosh.
they called him the troublemaker,
They called him the troublemaker.
Yeah.
and they said he was going to Carandosh.
He did say when he first showed up that he goes by many names.
That's fair. I mean, our party specifically goes by many names, so I get it.
Like what?
Well, I mean, specifically Patrick and Trish, and then we have Peter and Tosh Schnur. We named you like 30 different things.
Yeah. Geralt seems to stick, though.
Yeah, I think I went by Bruce at one point. So, I mean, we
Do
go
crime.
we go by,
I look over at my mom. I'm like, he picked Bruce as his crime name.
and I just look.
Bruce?
I just look at them like wantingly, like.
That's a good name for a criminal. I've known a few Bruces in my day.
Thank you. Told you.
They said bruises, not Bruces.
Yeah, they knew a lot of criminals back in the day, like Robber the Bruce.
Shut up.
I know. I think Cordys gets a carrot in the face for that one.
Yeah. Just Bimble just flings her carrot.
I reach up and high five Bimble.
I'd pick it up and crunch it.
So we're going to Carandosh.
Yeah.
How far away is that? That's a little bit opposite of...
So you know you're going to the city of Dothtar, which is embedded kind of towards the center of the fiefdom of Carandosh. To get from the city of Karstead, crossing the border to Carandosh, will take you about a day. Take you about another day to get to Dothtar. So you'll probably spend at least one night on the road. If you get waylaid, you might have to spend another night on the road. There are a couple road inns and camping spots near the main road as well.
Balin said that he thinks the Tickle Monster is looking into thinnings. He called them places where Valen-Kar is close to the Feywild.
Oh. So he's got a bigger plan than just messing with us.
It seemed so. He took that razor vine from the shop and then he just kind of fucked off.
Yeah. I do not love the idea of you all going after him, but you seem to have grown quite nicely into your abilities and strengths.
And Tally's guards, the twins are frogs now, and so we got to. We got to figure out a way to fix that.
Here's the thing. And I take both my hands and put it over my left pocket as if to
So your
cover the
boys can't
noise going into that pocket and say, here's the thing. They have been way easier to deal with in their new state of being.
Uh-huh.
So maybe we just don't make that a priority. Like if they ask, obviously we say, yeah, of course we're still working on it. But they're frogs, so that probably won't happen very often. So here's what we do: we ignore that aspect, and we I don't know.
Do you want to leave them here
There's part of me that kind of wants to leave them here.
so you don't have to carry frogs in your pocket?
Hey, man,
Yes, Taytalion.
would you be willing to watch over my boys?
Your boys?
Yeah.
Those blue frogs you carry around? Sure. Yeah.
You need to make me one promise.
We've got a pond in the back. They'll be super happy.
You need to make me one promise.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna try to squeeze them for any juices.
We're not witches.
Listen,
We don't squeeze toads for juice.
Listen, it's just I need to make sure, because if we do ever, and I look down to make sure I'm legitimately covering them up as much as possible, if they do ever come back to being normal, I can't have them telling their families / my families what happened.
Fair enough. We'll take care of the boys.
Okay. And I pull them out. Let's go. All right. What did I name them?
Gregory
Rosencrantz,
I was trying to. Thank you, everybody, for remembering the stupid jokes. I pull them out and go, all right, Gregory, Rosencrantz, you're both going to hang out here with our moms. Is that the frogs? Mm-hmm.
It's a cute frog noise.
Are you okay, Gregory? Anyway, you're gonna hang out here with the moms. There's a little pond in the back. You're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be happy, and I need you to not eat anything you're not supposed to, and also please don't die, because I need you to get home safely at some point in life. And I stare at them wantingly.
One of them leans over the side of your palm, looking at the veggies.
Just eats one.
Mm-hmm.
I slowly pat his back to make sure he gets it all the way down. That was a big piece of artichoke. Okay.
He's gonna artichoke on that.
God.
All right, I'm gonna just set them on the table and go, thank you.
You are very welcome. We have our own little menagerie now.
Watch out, it's going to get in the gravy. And I grab it before it hops in the gravy.
No, thank you, Rosencrantz, you dirty little bastard. So here,
Mrs. Gravy.
here's the thing. Before we head out, Prue seriously still not in the building?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of gravy. And okay.
Yeah.
Gonna keep that
It's
on
totally fucked.
keep that on lock for later.
She has a very regulated digestive system, and anything that deviates from that regularity just completely ruins her. Except for Candy.
I have
Candy is like the exception to the rule.
I have a close friend back home named Jeremy that the same thing happens to.
Oh, is he
So-
also a vampire?
Hey.
I was just gonna say, if we're looking for areas between the Fey and the material plane that are thinning, do we maybe want to go talk to my teacher really quick and see if maybe anybody at the school has researched or heard anything about this?
Sure, yeah, we should definitely look into these places. I thought, the door has like a thinning, right?
It is like fully nighttime now as well.
Question.
So you're allowed on campus whenever, but the professors might not be there.
Question for you,
Fine, tomorrow
Tali.
exists.
You two realize you're not going to class for a while.
Well, okay, so I did have a conversation with Barabbas about this. Being aware of kind of what's happened with the Fedor, to an extent, obviously I haven't gotten deeply into it because, you guys have told me to stop just saying whatever the hell comes to the front of my mind at any time of the day.
Not everyone deserves to know everything.
I told him kind of the basis of what was going on, and his reasoning was, and along with my head teacher at the Scribes, which, did we ever name him? I don't think we...
Bright fellow.
Bright fellow.
Felden Brightfellow.
Along with my teacher at the Scribes, if I continue to journal and take down a lot of the information that I find, like interesting new things, then I can continue to kind of get my credits and such as I go, kind of like a touring scholastic thing.
Yeah, you'll just have to either physically or magically check in every once in a while so you can be graded on your experience.
Well, that's fine, God. I have this cool stone. So we're okay school-wise. Obviously, I don't get many benefits of the school being around when we're not around, but I figured before we leave, maybe somebody at the school had kind of looked into this a little bit. There's also one other thing that we haven't really, dove super deep into. There's that whole vision thing that I had that kind of knocked me on my butt. We haven't really asked anybody too deeply about it. Do we just not want to worry about that one for now?
I mean, it was a look into the future.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're headed towards it one way or another.
Okay, you know what? It's fair. We'll ignore that one for now. So do we want to ask the college at all about this, or should we leave them out of it for the time being?
I mean, it's okay to ask around and maybe do a little bit of research, especially if you have, access to their library or something.
If we want to ask anybody important, we'd have to do that tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Before we leave. If we just want to do some research on our own, I could probably sneak you guys in, especially with Felix being able to spider and Prue basically not existing.
Yeah, Cordys kind of fixes his shoulder from the fight with the Darklings earlier. I mean, I could use a bit of a rest, and then we could try to research in the morning. We can go to your school.
Thoughts?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say to be as vague as possible.
That's one of my specialties.
You're so good at it.
Mm-hmm.
You're so good.
So vague.
Do you think someone should check on Prue?
Does she get tummy troubles often?
No, you guys plan about tomorrow. She would be both embarrassed and stabby if it was one of you guys.
That's true.
I'll go take a look. I'll be right back.
I'll help clean up dinner, and I'll start kind of getting the plates together.
Yeah.
Gregory, get out of the butter.
I'm gonna follow my Prue senses. Prudence. Oh, Prudence. It's me.
I hate it when you call me that.
Don't stab me.
She stumbles out from behind a bush, wiping her mouth. She's like,
Are you okay, buddy?
why do they put gravy in a wine glass?
It wasn't a wine glass.
It looks like a wine. Stemless, sure, but I'm not one to judge stemless versus stemmed.
No, I know.
Had a little spout on it.
It's a family heirloom. And then as I look at you and I wink as I say family heirloom.
It's the gravy chalice.
Yeah,
It's a grave chalice, certainly.
Grandma's gravy boots.
I look at you and I'm like, it was one of my first big steals.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to eat something real soon, but I can do that tonight. Right, so what's the plan?
Have I ever helped you feed? Do I know what you eat?
You don't know what I eat.
Okay. Yeah, if I offer all the time and you always say no, but I'm going to offer regardless.
I
If you
appreciate
need
it.
help.
Thank you.
Let's go back inside?
Yes.
Okay.
She hiccups like,
And I just fix your hair really quick before you go in.
thank you.
And I'm just going to adjust you so that way they can't tell that you were puking and sweaty.
Thank you.
Using elementalism, I just use that to wipe away any moisture from your face.
Thank you.
Good
Yeah,
as
it's
new, good as Prue.
That's a good slogan, too.
Your name lends itself to a lot of wordplay.
Yeah, it rhymes with so many things.
So many things.
You guys enter back into Ghostwood with your friends and your moms, and dinner is cleaned up, and it seems like everything's kind of winding down here. They found they've made a little damp bed area for the boys, the blue frogs.
Keep them moist.
You see, they left some little bits of dinner roll with butter for them to eat.
I walk by. Hey, nice pad.
We will take care of all of your little strays.
What are we naming this little dragon?
Thimble.
Thimble's cute.
Thimble's really
Symbol's
cute.
very cute.
Thimble and Bimble.
Rhymes with bimble.
It's nimble, bimble, magnanimous, and her trusty mount Thimble.
Wait, so I get to keep the dragon?
No, wait, hold on.
Maybe whenever we come back home, you guys can practice.
Okay, fair enough.
We probably shouldn't take a baby out with us.
Yeah, well, okay.
Are you a
Why are
baby?
you coming?
Get over here.
She's flying around you.
I start levitating to get it. Oh, that reminds me. Lupita, Radara, there is a ship docked in Morningstar Bay. I believe it's still there. I haven't checked. But I did run into my crew earlier. It's called the Anonymity, and Captain Grimtusk is the captain. That is my crew. That is my ship.
Okay.
What was maybe they're looking for me. So
Got it.
while we're gone, if you could just kind of keep your eyes and ears open for any information,
Any
because
pirates asking for Cordys?
yeah, it seems like there is money to be made if they were to deliver me as they intended, and then
Okay.
maybe separately from that, the Darklings that we encountered them again in the Undercity. They seemed like they knew me, and they knew I could do kind of appearance-changing magics.
Oh, dear boy. You are trouble, aren't you?
I guess. It seemed to be anyway.
We'll keep an ear to the ground.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and just fair warning, the pirates could also be looking for somebody by the name of Cordys.
Ooh, that's a good point. We kind
What?
of beefed one.
Well,
Not we.
We's a strong term. Listen, everybody. That one's on Taytalion. But they could also be looking for Cordys.
Okay, good to know.
That was my one. That was my one Adventure Zone joke.
Hey, I haven't made any today.
You get one.
You get one.
Yeah, but I'll just help. Yeah, I'm finishing cleaning everything up.
All right. You guys are free to head to Thorngage Manor for a night's rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go check in with Abernathy, see if he has anything more for us to do, or see. Maybe he looked into that other.
Don't we already have
Thorngage?
enough to do? There's a lot to do.
Yeah, our dance card's pretty full at the moment.
I don't know. Yeah, there seemed to be
It's
a
one
mystery.
thing.
There
One
seemed to-
thing is a lot.
One thing is far too many already.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, Abernathy's not exactly forthcoming with information. So if he has figured out that I have some long lost brother cousin, then he might not tell me.
Is he your brother or your cousin?
Brother cousin.
Interesting.
You know how the aristocracy is. The Habsburgs are just truly dreadful. Weak chins.
As you approach Thorngage Manor, you see the windows are usually shuttered, or at least the curtains drawn, but up top in a round window on the second floor above the main door, you see the form of Godfrey Thorngage looking out at all of you approaching. And that's where we will end tonight's episode.
Get out of my house!
At some point, we are going to have to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So many things to do.
Are we okay with just leaving town with him just running the manor?
I think
Running around
Abernathy
in there.
said he'd deal with him.
Yeah, Abernathy
Yeah.
said he'd deal with him.
As long as Abernathy and Eloise and Bertrand and the demon, capital T, capital D, the demon, are fine with it. Tim.
I gotta. Is the demon not Modi? No.
It's not Modi.
No.
Okay, great.
Modi is Modi. The demon, capital T, capital D, the demon.
I still need to figure out who was
Is
telling me to get out at one
demon.
point.
Who's the demon?
Or a ghost.
Team DM.
It was Tim. Tim.
Team.
Could have just been Prue fucking with you.
Could have just been Felix.
Could have.
Is this place actually haunted?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
Talk, you can talk to us.
It is.
There's at minimum 3 ghosts in there already. Haunted.
Save it for the Lorecasters.
Well, thank you, everyone, for listening. We hope you're enjoying our journey so far as more and more secrets become uncovered. In addition, I wanted to do a shout out reminder for everyone that we do have a Patreon, and on the Patreon, we've got our after show called Lorecasters. And with Lorecasters, we will talk about some of the things, the deeper lore in the world and what's happened on our episodes. So check that out when you have a chance.
Do you want to end it with something? Thanks, guys. We love you. Bye, Mom.
Thanks, guys. We love you.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, moms.
Bye, mommy.
Ugh.